I married a billionaire to save my family, but the cries from his forbidden wing revealed his darkest secret. A story of passion tangled with fear and a heart chained by the darkness it mistook for love. In a time not long ago, in a land where poverty sat heavy on the shoulders of the common folk, there lived a young woman named Tracy, whose beauty was spoken of in 3 villages. Her family was poor as dust, living in a house with walls that let the rain through and a roof that the wind conspired against. Her father had no work, her mother's hands were cracked from washing other people's clothes, and her younger siblings went to bed with hunger singing in their bellies. Tracy herself had dreams of becoming a teacher, of wearing clean dresses and helping children learn to read, but dreams cost money that her family did not possess. She had a sweetheart too, a gentle young man named Chidi, who brought her wildflowers and recited poetry with more passion than skill. They would marry someday, she thought, when fortune smiled upon them both. One evening, when the rain had been falling for 3 days without ceasing, Tracy's father came home with news that would change her fate forever. A wealthy man named Sir Benjamin Uckerfer, whose riches were legendary throughout the region, had sent a proposal of marriage. Sir Benjamin was 42 years to Tracy's 19, a man whose first wife had died mysteriously in a faraway land, leaving him alone in his great mansion. The bride price he offered was enough to repair their house, pay for her sister's surgery, send her brothers to school, and still have money remaining. Tracy's parents looked at their daughter with eyes full of sorrow and hope, mingled together like oil and water. Better to cry in a golden house than to laugh in a mud hut, her mother said, quoting the old proverb. Tracy thought of Chidi, of the future she had imagined, of the word no that formed in her mouth, but would not come out when she saw her family's desperate faces. She thought of her sister who limped because they could not afford to set her broken leg properly, of her brothers who had stopped attending school because they had no fees, of her mother's hands bleeding from the harsh soap she used on other people's laundry. And so she said yes, as daughters have said yes throughout the ages when their family's survival demanded sacrifice. The wedding was grand beyond imagination, held in a cathedral with stained glass windows that painted the light in colours Tracy had never seen. She wore a dress that cost more than her father had earned in his entire life, and smiled for photographs while her heart turned to stone inside her chest. Sir Benjamin was courteous but